video tonight is sponsored by John's Complete Auto Service here in Wauconda. We're here this evening with Frank Coder, the owner of this beautiful 1939 Ford Roadster. Tell us a little bit about your car.
Well, it's a car that I happened to buy in high school back in 1958, paid $100 for it. I totally restored the car. Every 10 years, I take it all apart, strip it down to bare metal, and have it repainted. No rust on this car ever.
That must take you a long time to do that.
In total, about 9 weeks.
How many people have you had in that rumble seat?
2. That's all you can get in there, 2.
What's the longest trip you've taken with this car?
3,000 miles.
California?
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about this 1939 sweater that you're wearing.
Well, a woman saw me at a car show and fell in love with the car, and it happened to be local here. And the next thing I know, 6 months later, she saw me at a show and she handed me this sweater. She said, I had to do that sweater for you because I fell in love with your car.
This is Ray, our winner in July, with his beautiful 60 Corvette. Ray, tell us about your car.
Well, first of all, I bought it in 1986 from a former student of mine. The kids always had better cars than teachers.
So tell us, what have you done with this car?
I had it repainted, redid the engine.
So tell me, how does your wife feel about this car?
She loves it.
Good, very good. How did you get into cars?
I had an uncle who had a gas station. One day I rode my bike up to the gas station and he handed me 4 valve stem covers, caps, with the red crown.
Are those the valve
And
covers
those
now?
are the actual red crown that he gave me. It was 1957.
A few years.
Yeah, just a couple years ago.
Yes. I'm here tonight with Kevin Rogers with a beautiful 69 Ford Talladega. I want him to tell us a little bit about his car.
They had to make 500 to get it on the track in NASCAR in 1969, so they ended up making 750
Total.
And there's only 150 left in record that are still driving on the road.
What have you done to it since you've owned it?
I haven't really done much but freshen it up, and a car like this, being so rare and it's so original, with the original miles and numbers matching everything, you don't really want to change it. The bottom stripe is not supposed to be there, but it kind of explains what the car is, so I left it there. It was on there when I bought the car, and it's just one thing I'm going to leave alone. A car like this, it stays preserved. You know, you don't change anything on it because it has history to it. And there's only so many left, and you want to keep, you know, at least a couple of them around.
Please keep it original.
Yes, definitely.
Or you're going to have to go through me.
I won't change it. It's going to stay the way it is.
Super.
And not because you threaten me, just because I won't change it.
Good. I'm here tonight with Chuck Wollneck. He's got a 1950 Mercury. Beautiful car. He's going to tell us a little bit about it.
It's completely custom. The only thing that's stock on the car is the front bumper and the back bumper. We call it a chick magnet. There isn't a woman that walks past that doesn't smile when she looks at the car.
What kind of motor is in here
It's a
now?
1953 Caddy. 331 bored 040, so it's running about 352.
Fast car?
It's got an attitude.
Okay.
It's just got an attitude.
But it's more show, I think.
That's it, yeah.
It's more show than it is kind of for speed, but you're here for comfort, right?
That's right.
What color do you call this?
The color is called Romanesque Crimson. It was painted, there's 10 coats of paint on it. It started out with powder blue, Indy 500 blue, and then 7 coats of Romanesque Crimson. And every time they added a coat of crimson, it became darker and darker.
Okay.
And then 3 coats of clear. So effectively, it's 13 paint jobs.
Hubcaps.
We made those, my grandson and I.
What are they Cadillac
57
hubcaps?
Caddy, and we took a 59 Dodge Polaris spinner, and then a Moon Eyes cap on it. We did that last winter. We had nothing to do, and we got on the internet and started buying parts, and before you know it, we made 2 sets. But the car is all French. The headlights, no door handles. It's all on remotes.
What do you do with the door handles whenever else if the battery goes dead?
I have a dead man switch on here. There's a button in the car that I can push, and it'll force the door open.
Super, good.
So I've had to use it too.
I bet you have,
Yeah,
through the years.
with all these lights on it. George Barris was my childhood hero, and he was at the show on 4th of July, and George picked it 5 times out of 7 as his favorite. He said, Chuck, where could I sign the car? And he said, anywhere you want, George.
Don't take that off.
No, it's very valuable to me.
Yes. No. And George Barris was a very good builder, car builder, and creator.
It's a fun car. It's it makes a lot of people smile, and it makes me smile to see people smiling at the car. It's all good stuff.
Oh, it sounds
And
like
my
it.
wife loves it. If that's the case, then I'm happy as well.
A happy wife, a happy life.
That's right.
That's the way it works in our world. Hope you enjoyed this video. Looking forward to our next cruise night next year. Take care of yourselves and be safe.